Every defender offers a different kind of challenge in a 1v1. Some make it way too easy and should look into a new sport. Unfortunately for us, this isn't always the case. Over the years, I've made plenty of mistakes in 1v1s, but also noticed many patterns in the different types of defenders when defending 1v1. So today we're going to go through 4 different types of defenders you'll come up against in a 1v1, as well as the ways that we can beat each type of defender. First up, we have the tackling and aggressive defender. These defenders will often rely on the speed and so dive in and commit themselves a lot. They're focused on making direct tackles as early as they can, as even if they miss it, they back the pace to get back in and make the tackle. So although speed is their advantage, it can also be seen as the disadvantage. With this information, we need to commit them and make them dive in. Trying to race them is often not going to work out, and so first we need to get the momentum going the other way. So to do this, we need quick changes of direction as well as quick feet to manipulate the ball. As these defenders are so aggressive, we want to present the ball to them as if they can win it before skipping away from them. To do this, we're going to have to use body language to act as if we're going to do something that we're not going to do. So a lot of body feints, a lot of fakes before making the take on and getting the momentum going the wrong way. The main goal here is to exploit their aggression against them. The next type of defender that we have is the jockeying and tactical defender. This defender, instead of pace, relies on the positioning and knowledge of the game to make tackles. So a simple feint or a simple fake is probably not going to be effective against this type of defender. The good thing about this type is that often they're slower players, and because they're slower players, they need to be able to read the game better as they do. So in this scenario, when we're against a slower player, we now want to make it into a foot race. The first way that we can do this is making diagonal runs that force the defender to chase us backwards. This way, the positioning and knowledge of the game is out of the equation. They need to be able to catch you up. But if we can't get in this situation and we are in a 1v1, then there's a few things that we can do to beat this type of defender. The key here is to use speed. Whether it's how quick we perform the moves or how quick we actually beat them, it's all about speed. Because they know themselves that they're not the fastest player, if they see you fake to go past them, they have to overcommit to make up that speed, and that's going to leave more space for you the other direction. So a quick step over that shows them down the left will have them overcommit and leave the right open for you. And then of course, once we've performed the move and got them off balance, it's about leaving him as fast as we can. A quick change of pace is going to take him out the game and leave him for dead. The next type of defender that we have is a more physical and strong defender. Like every defender we're discussing in this video, they're going to make the 1v1 about their strength. So with this defender's strength being his physical strength, he's going to want to make it as much body contact as possible. But once again, we can use this to our advantage. These types of defenders want to show off how strong they are, and they're really eager to do this. This makes it very easy for you to win a foul if you can get your body in between the ball and the man. This is going to of course be extremely helpful if we're in and around the penalty area. If you can just get past him even 1 yard and then get your body in between the ball and the man, the likelihood is he's going to smash through the back of you. As long as you sell it enough, like Neymar rolling on the floor, you could get your team a penalty. But of course, in not every scenario are we going to do this. So what are the different ways that we could beat this defender if we're not going to make it about winning a foul? So much like a faster defender, we don't want to make this a physical battle, as often they're going to outpower smaller wingers or smaller forwards. So using teammates can be really helpful. Small intricate passing is going to get the defender turning his body weight around, and the likelihood is if he's as strong as he is, he's not going to be as agile. So if we can get him twisting and turning with passes or little chops and feints, then this is going to give us the space we need to take it past him. So every type of defender requires us to create space with things like feints and stepovers, but the reason and execution afterwards changes. And last of all, we have the defender that nobody wants to play against. It's a defender that has a combination of all 3 that we've just discussed, and they're a nightmare to try and dribble past. At the professional level, this would be someone like Kyle Walker or Virgil van Dijk, where they have the strength, the speed, and the tactical understanding that makes them a top defender. Taking on these kinds of players is definitely the most difficult thing to do. They have no clear weakness, and so there's no clear path of what we can do to beat them. But what we must remember is that every single defender is going to have a weakness. Maybe they don't like getting dragged inside, maybe they don't like defending on the left foot, or maybe they're too aggressive in a 1v1. It's about identifying this as early as you can in the game and then using this against them to beat them. If they have no physical weakness such as the strength, speed or agility, then trust me, they're going to have a tactical one, as otherwise they would be playing in the Premier League week in, week out. And they have been the 4 different types of defenders and the ways that we can beat each one as well. Just quickly, I forgot to mention this in the video, so I'm doing it in the editing. I've released my free online school community for footballers wanting to reach the next level. So check that, that'll be the first link in the description. Thank you for watching the video and I'll see you soon.